Hello everyone, welcome to this session. In this session, we are going to see how to create a page items in a Oracle Apex environment. So there are different types of page items. Different types is available, including page, text field, number field, like the different types of page items are available. How to create a page item, we will see in this today's class. So first of all, I'm going to create a new page item. For that, I'm just clicking on this body tag, right click on this, and from that option I'm going to select a page item. In this page item, you can see I'm giving there is a name field. I can give any name, whatever name. For example, I'm giving employee. Here there is a different types of type for page items available. From this type you can select any one of them. Here you can see checkbox, group, combo box, date picker, image, display only. So we will see it later. So first of all, I'm going to select a text field. Here label is like it will show us the label of that text item. So you can mention whatever you want. And I'm going to run this page now to show you the output. So here you can see I'm getting this employee text field. I can able to enter into this value. And here you can see employee. This is the label what we are given here. In this label column, whatever name we are giving, that name will be shown here. So you can see EMP. So that is the label field, whatever giving that will come. Here subtype will be, there are different types of subtype like text, email, phone number, search URL. This will be useful when you are using a mobile phones. Suppose if I just selected a email, then you in your mobile keypad, you will get a at symbol, the character. If you mention phone number, only numeric keypad will be open at this field. When you click on the field, only numeric keypad will be open. So like this, some options or features are available when you are working on a mobile phone. So you can select this, and this trimming is it will remove the leading and trailing spaces. That is front of the text and the last of the text. It will remove the spaces if any available. You can select leading, trailing, or both or none. So text cases. Suppose if I the text box I need to enter only the uppercase letter. User need to enter only uppercase, other it should accept only uppercase or lowercase letter. Then you can specially mention here lowercase or uppercase. For example, I'm just selecting the uppercase. I'm going to run in this page. Now I'm entering some value. So you can see I'm getting an upper case value. So value is converted to uppercase. So likewise you can do it for lowercase also. This one, if you are going to submit the page on clicking after entry and pressing enter, you can check this. Otherwise, no need. And the disable button will be, it will disable the page item. You cannot enter any value or something. It will be disabled from the page. So this layout section, as usual, it is like alignments like column, span, everything. And in appearance, there are here you can see template options is there. In the template option, there are several types is there like hidden, optional, optional above, optional floating, then record, record above, record floating. So these combinations are used for showing that templates page item. For example, I'm just selecting some optional or optional. I'm just selecting and running this. You can see I'm getting some different type styling textbook. Optional, I'm getting left side employee number and employee, and here I am getting the input box. Suppose I'm just selecting some optional above and I'm clicking on a save button. Now I'm getting EMP at the top of the input box. I'm getting this. So likewise, you can select different types of temple. Now I will show one required one. Here you can see I'm getting some hint mark like this column is mandatory. Like this is mandatory column. You should not leave this. Likewise, some means it will be useful for the end user to check that. So on the CSS classes, you can give icon and format mask if anything. If you wanted, you can placeholder. For example, there they need to enter that username. For that, I'm just typing the people should enter the username there. and so username they need to enter. Here you can see I'm getting some username in the place folder. If I click on that and type down it will go off. It is like a int text for the user, that is that in that text box what the user should enter. So likewise, and this is value required. If you mention these things at the time of submitting, it will check whether the item is empty or not. If it is empty, it will show you an error message stating that it should not be empty. Otherwise, you can uncheck it. And maximum in this, the number of characters can be entered within that text box. I'm just entering some 6. For example, only 6 characters should be allowed in the text box. So now I'm just entering 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. After 6, I cannot enter this. So maximum characters it can hold is up to 6. So like that we can restrict that from using this property maximum length. And this is CSS classes. This is pre-text, post-text, remaining and all you don't need to worry about now. We'll see it in later session. So these are the properties and things available to the page item. So same like you can select a number field. So in the number field also same property, except this minimum and maximum value will be there. Minimum values that is the it should accept the value that should be within this range, minimum to max, that is that. And number element is whether the value should be in the starting position of the page item or center or end the position of that. So remaining properties will be common as well as text item of that properties. So you can make use of this two page item. So we will explore remaining types in the next session. Thank you.